Hello and welcome back to today's session. Yesterday we spoke about pronunciation, we spoke about different sounds. When I say different sounds, I was primarily talking about two specific sounds in oral communication as far as English is concerned. These were consonant sounds and vowel sounds. As far as consonant sound is concerned, we saw the presence of 24 different sounds. So let's take a quick look at what these sounds are. This is a quick recap so that you can have a quick refresh of your memory. So here we are: p, b, t, d, k, g, ch, j, th, d, s, z, sh, zh, f, v, w, h, r, y, and l or l. And the last line we have m, n, and ng. We looked at certain examples of all these sounds. I had shown you certain words where the first word the sound is in the beginning, the second word the sound is in the middle, and the third one the sound is in the end. So we also had looked at certain issues that we face. We have a shift of sound which I was talking about. For example, wherever there is a p sound, we replace that with a f sound. Wherever there is a v, we replace that with w. A s is replaced with a z sound. I gave you some examples. S gets replaced with a sh and vice versa, and j gets replaced with z and vice versa. So all these sounds gets mixed up when we are speaking, and it creates a problem. Now, why does the problem occur? Because certain words, if you mix it up, for example, let me give you a quick example. What do I mean? So let me pick the common mistake that we do. All right. So I gave the example of s versus sh. If I have a word which has a s sound, for example, save. All right. Now, if I have the tendency of using a sh instead of s, I will end up pronouncing this as shave. Now, shave is a different word, save is a different word. These are two different meanings. So there will be an issue in terms of comprehension, in terms of understanding whenever you are speaking to a native speaker. When you make these mistakes, for example, if I have to talk about j versus z, all right. Now, there is a word which is jump. The person pronounces this as zump. Now, there is no word called zump, but it comes across as a wrong word. For example, I have the word which is zebra. It's pronounced as zebra. Lot of people pronounce this as zebra. It's not zebra, it's zebra. Likewise, I have a word now. I will just use the s sound here. I have a word which is listening. People replace that the s sound with the z sound. They end up saying listening. It's not listening, it's listening. The same thing happens with the th and the sound. For example, if I have the word authority, the mispronunciation becomes authority. It's not authority, it's authority. All right. So these are some of the examples which I want to give you. You need to be very sure what kind of sound is used in what word, and you need to identify. If I have to pick any of these words, for example, discrimination, all right. So how do we learn to pronounce it correctly. We have the word discrimination. Now we need to identify what are the sounds. And when I say what are the sounds, I am talking about consonant sounds. Dis, d, s, k. Dis, kr. Discri, mi, n, sh, n. Discrimination. So these are all the consonant sounds in this particular word. Now you will wonder, I say dis instead of s. So this E sound is basically the vowel sound, which is our today's topic. Okay. So there are three kinds of vowel sounds, and you will see these three diagrams. The first one is an oval, the second one is a circle, the circle is brown, the oval is blue, and the third one is a combination of it. So what do we mean by that? The first one is basically the long vowel sound, for example, feel. The second one is short vowel sound, which is fill. So one is fill, the second one is feel. The third one is called a diphthong, and it's foil, which means it's a combination of a long vowel sound and short vowel sound. Okay. So the first one long vowel feel, second one short vowel fill, third one diphthong foil. Now we have 6 kinds of long vowel, 6 short vowel sounds and 3 diphthongs. Let's take a quick look. Now long vowel sounds are a, o, u, e, e. I repeat, please do repeat after me. A, o, u, e, e. Short vowel sounds are a crisper version of the long vowel sound. For when we have long vowel a, the short vowel is a, like a. You must have read that in Hindi or Telugu as well. So the first one is a, the second one is a. I'll give you examples for all these, don't worry. The third one is u. We have a long vowel u, this one is short vowel u. We have a long vowel a, which is here. We have a long vowel a, likewise we have a short vowel a. We have a long vowel e, short vowel is e, and then we have The diphthongs are I, ow, oi. I am going to repeat one by one, long vowel, short vowel and diphthong. Next I will show you the examples, but please do repeat after me so that you can get well versed with it. Long vowel a, you need to repeat after me. A, o, u, e, e. Short vowel a, u, e, and Diphthong I, ow, oi. All right. Now let's take a quick look at the examples. These are the long vowel sounds. I'm sorry. First one, a. For example, car, dark, enlarge, marker, impart. Second one, awe, awkward, hallmark, audience, tall. Now pay attention to the spelling. Even though the first vowel sound has double A, the words need not have that. So focus on the sound. The second one, it's aw. The first word has AW. The sound has AW, but please do not focus on the spelling, focus on the sound. If you have a word like awesome, awful, awkward, all this has AW. But when you have word like hall, tall, ball, call, it doesn't have AW. For example, audience, it doesn't have AW, but the sound exists there. Alright. O, drone, bold, ghost, lotion. Ooh, troop, food. We don't say food, we say food. Improve, proof. Here again we have double O, but word like improve doesn't have double O. Alright, so focus on the sound. Fifth one is A, display, clay, table. See, we don't have AY here, but the sound exists. Table, wafers. E, tree, bleed, complete, obsolete. Now, where do people make mistakes in terms of long vowel? Let me give you quick examples for these. All right. So, these are the long vowel sounds that we have in English language. All right. Now, let me tell you where people make mistakes. Say I have a word which is class. You need to listen very carefully if you want to become a very good speaker without making any pronunciation mistakes. Please do pay attention. I am going to say this very slowly so that you can pay attention and understand. I have a word here which is class. If I have to break it into sounds, it will be k, l, a, s. It's class, correct? But in certain part of Andhra Pradesh, people pronounce this as clause. So they pronounce this as k, l, o, s. Clause. But clause is a different word altogether, that is spelt as C-L-A-W, claw or claws. Claws means the nails of an animal. For example, a tiger, you see a big nail, alright. So when you see tiger, cat, dog, any of these four-legged animals, the entire feet, this part is called a paw, P-A-W, paw. And the nails which is there protruding out, alright, all these carnivorous animals, those are not called nails, those are called claws, C-L-A-W-S, plural form. So let's take a look at the slide. When you pronounce the word class as clause, the meaning changes because it's a different word altogether. Alright. For example, I have a word which is pass. The breakup is p, a, s. But if I mispronounce this as pause, it becomes a different word altogether. Pause. Now, P-A-W-S is pronounced as pause. Pause is spelt as pause, like opposite of play. So, did you realize when you just shift one sound to another, there will be a problem. Say for example, ooh. I have a word which is food, alright, or let me take this example, goods. Goods is always a plural form. So I have a word which is goods, and the pronunciation is g, u, d, s. By mistake, if instead of saying goods, if I say goods, now good means what? Opposite of bad, that is good. So the pronunciation would be G-U-D. Now U means short vowel sound O. Likewise, if I have a word which is leave, the pronunciation L, E, V, leave. If I mispronounce and make it short vowel sound, instead of E, I say E. So I will end up pronouncing this as live. Instead of leave, I will say live. And live is a different word altogether. Leave is different, live is different. Another classic example I could talk about is sail. This A sound, sail. Pronunciation S, A, L, sail. Alright. Instead of saying sail, if I say sell, it will become a different word. Sell is a verb, sail is a noun. So when you are shifting the sound, the part of speech changes sometimes, and these are oral communication. Please remember, you are not writing these down, you are speaking these words. If the person is right in front of you, your gestures will make it clear what exactly you are trying to say. But when you are speaking over the phone, it becomes very difficult. Now, we are living in an era where most of our communication happens over the phone, even professional communication happens over the phone. So you got to be very careful in terms of your pronunciation, that are you by mistake using a short vowel sound instead of a long vowel sound. If you are clear about it, if you make use of the right pronunciation, your speech will be absolutely clear. If there is clarity of speech, it also induces clarity of thought process. So when you master your entire pronunciation aspect, it actually makes you a very good speaker as well. Of course, there are three other pillars we need to talk about, which is grammar, vocabulary and fluency. I will surely give you a lot of information and training on that, but please do focus on pronunciation right now. All right, let's go back. Let's take a look at certain examples of short vowel sounds. For example, the first one, in long vowel we had A, now we have A. Examples above: dusk, convert, impulse. A, this is a slightly difficult sound, it's A. For example, aspect, advertisement, embarrass, bat, cat, mat. Let me show you a quick example here. Say I have the word bat and I want to break it into sounds. So I'll have B, A, T, bat. If I replace the B with C, cat, mat. Okay. Now, if I replace this A sound with A sound, I have the A sound, but I am replacing that with an A sound. I am making a mistake. What happens? Instead of saying mat, I say mate. Instead of saying mat, I say mate. Now, mate is an English word. It means a friend. In British English, for example, we say buddy or pal. In Australian and in British English, it's called mate. They pronounce that as differently. Australians pronounce mate as might, but British English is mate. How are you, mate? Means how are you, my friend. So when you replace an A sound mat with A sound mate, the meaning changes. For example, if I have the word bat, okay, and I'm changing the pronunciation to bait. There is a word called bait. You know what is a bait? When you catch a fish on the hook, you actually put a very small fish or a snail or an earthworm. Some people put a little flour in it so that the catch will come, the fish will come eating and it will get caught. That's called a bait. Like in big forests, they keep a small goat inside a big cage so that the tiger will come to eat the goat and it will get caught. That goat is used as a bait. So instead of saying bat, if you say bait, the meaning changes. So you got to be very careful. All right. Let's look at some more examples of short vowel sounds. U, for example, could, wool, incubator, pull, would, could, should, all these are U sound. For example, if I make a mistake in terms of the wood sound. Now, how do I break this up? It's w, u, d, would. I would like to talk to you. All right. Now, in case if I make this, make a mistake, I will say would. There is no word called would. It's would. It could be W-O-O-D, would, or W-O-U-L-D, would. There is no l pronunciation there. So please pay attention to the silent pronunciations as well. All right. So could, would, or wool, incubator, pull. A, for example, head, desk, elevate, impress. E, for example, industry, drill, display, information. For example, infer, father, merge, terrific. All these are some of the examples of sound. Clear? Now let's move to diphthong, the last segment of our sound structure in terms of sound types. The first one is I, for example, sky, imply, drive, consignment. Ow, cloud, sprout, bound, browse, oi, coil, employment, choice, oyster. All right. So these are some of the examples of diphthong. Let's do a quick practice for some of these words. Tongue, scene, rhythm, computer, geography, environment, government, plurality, determination, derivatives, apartment, disagreement, dislodge, coup, isolation, quarantine, gesture, it's not gesture, it's gesture, against, abbreviation, annihilation. All right. These are some of the examples. Please make a note of these words. I'm going to pause here so that you can make note of these words, and I'm going to repeat the pronunciation again in a while. Some of these words are different from what we did yesterday. So if you have noted down yesterday's, you will not have a problem, but I'm pausing so that you can make note of it. Okay, let me quickly repeat the pronunciation. Tongue, scene, rhythm, computer, geography, environment, government, plurality, determination, derivatives, apartment, disagreement, dislodge, coup, isolation, quarantine, gesture, against, abbreviation, annihilation. All right. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for a quick paragraph which I'm going to read aloud so that we can also have that as a quick practice. Just give me a moment. Okay, these are some of the content which I had prepared for you guys. To make it easy in terms of learning, I'm going to read out something which is going to be relevant for you. All right. And I will also tell you why am I reading a passage, how does it help. All right, let's begin. I'm going to read out this entire passage nice and slow so that you can focus on pronunciation. In case if there is a word which I'm assuming or I'm going to assume that you find it difficult to pronounce, I'm going to repeat the pronunciation there. All right, let's begin. If you want to succeed in your career, it's not career, it's career. All right. If you want to succeed in your career, you need to know what you want and how to go after it. If you can't do that without good communication skills, being an excellent and you can't do that without good communication skills. Being an excellent communicator can help you land the first job in your new career and ensure a positive future. It can separate you from other applicants, help you be more effective employee, and serve as a stepping stone to leadership responsibilities and career advancement. Do you have good communication skills? Here is why they are essential for your future career. Good communication skills can help you land an interview and that first job in your career, in your new career. Being able to articulate, the pronunciation is articulate. I am here right now, line number 2. In case if you're finding it difficult to see, if the font size looks little smaller, I can make it bigger for you, don't worry. For those who are watching on the television, in case if you have difficulty seeing it, I have just zoomed in a little more. Good communication skills can help you land an interview and that first job in your new career. Being able to articulate all you know and can do, whether in spoken or written form, goes a long way in the application process. Do you have great problem-solving skills and a passion for information technology? Let your future employer know what you have already accomplished. Accomplished is the word which means achieved. I am here right now. Accomplishment means achievement. Achieved means accomplished. Both are synonyms. Let your future employer know what you have accomplished in the field and the unique skill set you will bring to their company. And be sure to communicate that you are always willing to learn more. Once you have the job and are proving your worth every day, don't forget to speak up for career advancement opportunities, means promotions. Next, good communicators can explain their ideas to others in way that makes sense and are easy to understand. You will be able to tell your supervisor what you need to do your job well. You will also be able to talk with co-workers to make sure you are all working together for the good of the company and its customers. For example, if you work in healthcare, it's vital that you communicate well to your patients. If you are an IT specialist teaching a user how to work with new software application, your communication skills can make the difference between a satisfied customer and a frustrated and angry one. An important component to good communication skills is the ability to listen. I am not saying listen, I am saying listen. So repeat, an important component to good communication skills is the ability to listen. People in business need to understand the mission and goals of the company and what their responsibilities are. That starts with good listening skills. You need to listen closely to your supervisors and your clients if you are going to meet the needs of both. Once you have done some work, you will also need to listen to feedback to see what you have done right and what could be done even better. One of the very best reasons to work on your communication skills is one of the simplest reasons. It's what employers want. In employers' survey, communication skill consistently ranks at the top of the list of soft skills hiring managers are looking for in new hires. They want new employees to be able to listen, act, and then explain those actions. Does that sound like you? Do you have these skills? All right. So what did I do? I read a passage loud, clear, and slowly. Why is it important? Let me quickly take you back to my slide. How do I master sounds? The answer is simple. You need to read the words carefully, break the word into parts, break the word into consonant and vowel sound. Let me give you a quick example. What do I mean by that? What do I mean when I say break the word into parts? Basically, I am asking you to break the word into syllables. Now that I know the vowel sound as well as consonant sound, let me pick any of these words. All right. Let me pick the first segment. I am going to break these words into syllables or parts, and then I will help you understand how to break it. Clear? and this is what you are also supposed to do in order to become a good speaker, in order to have a perfect pronunciation. Let me take two simple words. All right. So the first word is tongue. Now, when I say tongue, it has only one syllable, tongue. Now, I need to break it into syllables, break it into sounds. So, let me expand this, let me increase the font size so that you can see it clearly. All right. So, the first one is what I am breaking into sounds. The first one is tongue. Let me increase the font size of this as well. All right. Now, how do I ensure that my pronunciation is right? I need to keep pronouncing the word tongue, tongue, tongue. I have t, a, n, or rather ng. Tongue. T, a, ng. Tongue. As simple as that. Second one, computer. I have three parts. Com-pu-ter. So let me break this into sounds. K, a, k, m, come. P. Now we don't say computer, we say computer. So we have a y sound, oo sound, t, then So I just broke it into parts. We have come, let me remove this and give it a different color so that you can understand. Pew, ter. So my word is computer, and I broke it into three segments: come, pew, ter. All right. Now the way I am breaking it, that particular technique you will understand when you go through syllable and syllable stress. So my next segment of the training will be on syllable and syllable stress. I will give you examples and I will ensure that you understand and you stop making mistakes in terms of pronunciation. That will be the last segment of our pronunciation part, and then we'll have a practice session. All right. Thank you so much. I will see you soon in the next segment. Have a great one. Bye-bye.